Morning from Blackrock. Here we are in late October, lovely sunny crisp morning, and beside me is the big retaining wall beside the line. So that was put in place in the 1830s, and I was thinking about it last night, what it must have been for people to see this almost like space, their equivalent of space age, like when they Armstrong and company, Buzz Aldrin went into space, landed on the moon. This is the Victorian equivalent, basically. Sorry, pre-Victorian, isn't it? 1834. Victoria's reign is from 1837, so late Georgian. Only realising that now. So Ireland's first railway line was here. Only one intermediate station between Westland Row and let's go down here. So we have the existing track. So there's a multitude of, there's layers of history here. You have these pylons from the Dart. So they were put in place in the early 80s. The Dart, of course, opened in July 1980, and 106 years before that. Sorry, 1984. So let me get my maths right. 150 years before that. How timely was that? This line opened, and I believe it was the world's first commuter line. But when it opened, it had just one intermediate station. Back there, it's Blackrock station, where the station master and his family would have lived. So that building is the oldest station building in the country, surviving. And here we have, I was down here before, did a couple of videos down here. So the Cloncurry Towers, and beyond it is Harcourt Lees Bridge. So these people of influence, these wealthy people of influence, insisted that they'd have these, they'd be facilitated with bridges and harbours, and a tunnel, very short tunnel, going through their lands. And they were financially compensated as well, so they did very well out of it. Harcourt Lees, Cloncurry, Lord Cloncurry had own Moretimo House, and what was I going to say there? That was demolished in 1970, and Cloncurry owned, Harcourt Lees owned Blackrock House. Whew. So these brickworks are quite historical. These flagstones here, these are from the original line. So this would have stretched right across the line. So these date back to the 1830s. They didn't have, like, it was an iron facility, but they were connected into these rocks. You can see some of the holes here. So these survived from the 1830s. So these Italianate towers are down here. Everything looks better in the sunlight, blue sky. Let's just look back towards Blackrock and look beyond. So the following year, 1835, there was a station opened in Williamstown. It was only open for 6 years, 1841. And Buddhistown opened the following year. So gradually you're having stations open. Serpentine Avenue had a station, didn't last very long. They were more or less halts, and gradually it became a proper sort of commuter line. And when the line opened, down the Dunleary, beside the petrol station, there at the footbridge of the West Pier, is where the original temporary station was. They knew it was going to be a temporary station, a bit like Harcourt Street. They knew it was going to be a temporary station. So these magnificent railings down here from that time, heavily rusted, but indicative of the craftsmanship of these tradesmen of the time. Once upon a time I used to be able to get over there, but I can't anymore. But it's lovely, ornate railings here. Beautiful. So they're the towers. I can see it says private property there. So they filled in some of the windows, and Victorians brought in a tax on windows, so that could have been the reason they fell in. An interesting window there that would have looked out onto the trains and the footbridge there. But you can see the footbridge. That footbridge was replaced probably in the 2000s, and then the other footbridge looks like it dates back to maybe the 1920s or thereabouts. Well, that apartment is where the original Moretimo house was. And somebody obviously has a key to get access to that to get into it. It'd be fascinating to do that someday. Maybe it might be part of a heritage tour. It's quite a significant building. So there was another building where there curves around. There's another kind of building there. And around the corner you can see the summer house that Harcourt Lee's. There's the harbour called Vance's Harbour, and the Harcourt Lee's summer house, and the tunnel there as well. So this adds to the character and the heritage of the line. So I'll just leave it there. Please subscribe to my channel. Just have a look here. Beautiful sound of the birds here. Orange beaks and white-breasted. I don't know what type of bird that is. I'll have to find out. Do a Google search. And there's the harbour. We have a boat coming into the North Wall. I think it's an Irish Ferries boat, and you have freight ships as well. And there's the magnificent Dún Laoghaire Harbour. You have the Bailey Lighthouse there. You just about see Sorrento's Martello Tower and the Pigeon House North Wall. I was down there a number of years ago. It's a hell of a walk. And they're freshly painted iconic chimneys have been painted in recent weeks. Beautiful. And there you have a lot of cranes there. It's the regeneration of Dublin Harbour. And you have the Aviva Stadium, Lansdowne, that people like to still call it Lansdowne. So it's a lovely panoramic view that swings around through here. And oh my god, I've forgotten the name of that terrace. I'll find out. I'll put all this information in anyway. So this was very much a spontaneous video after recent times. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.